Hey guys, so in preparation for Scream VII coming out on February the 27th, I thought I would jump back into my character review series, which I completely forgot about. So today I will be ranking all 13 characters from Scream 2022 from the worst to the best. Let's go. In last place, we're going to have Martha Meeks. I debated if I should even include her because it is just a cameo. But at the end of the day, I figured I would beef up the video a little bit. I didn't like the fact that they had her come back. Like, at all. I think they would have done just fine just saying that Randy is their uncle. Is Mindy and Chad's uncle. And they could have been fine. And people would have just assumed that it was Martha's kids. But, she's really not in the movie enough to warrant her being in this video. But I figured, you know what, she was in Scream 3. I might as well give her the props for this one. But, yeah, she's not going to be very high up on this list. So, last place is going to be Martha Meeks. In 12th place is going to be Judy Hicks. Another one. I didn't like her in the fourth one very much. I liked her a little bit more in this one, but not very much more. She's still very annoying. She's still, like, very, she's still Judy Hicks from Scream 4, really. The only difference now is that she's a mother. And I think for him to be that age, she would have had to have had him before the events of Scream 4, too. So I don't understand why they didn't have her have a young son in the fourth one. I guess they're just focused more on her being a cop. But, yeah, this is not a character that I enjoy. It's not a character that I want to look back at. But, yeah, 12th place is going to be Judy Hicks. In 11th place is going to be Gale Weathers. Yes, she and Dewey are divorced by this one. I didn't really like that either. I definitely liked it more than her character and a lot of the other ones, but she's lower on this list because there's just characters in this movie that are better than her. She is going to have a lot less competition in this next one, but I still don't really care for her character. I'm probably not going to care for her character in Scream 7. But yeah, Gale Weathers has always been my least favorite of the surviving characters. I don't know why. Gale has always just kind of gotten on my nerves. But yeah, that's why in last place, Gale Weathers. Or I'm sorry, in 11th place, Gale Weathers. In 10th place is going to be Wes Hicks, which is Judy Hicks's son. I actually really like this character. Like, going forward, these are all characters that I thoroughly enjoyed seeing in this movie. I liked his character. I liked his death scene. I saw Scream 2022 in theaters twice. So, like, just for that, I loved it. And I'm going to see Scream 7 twice in theaters on the same day. But yeah, I didn't too much care for Wes's character in it. I loved his death scene. I did enjoy the character enough, but like not enough for him to be any higher on this list. Like this was without a question, he was this part. And he could have been lower if the characters were better. But yeah, in 10th place is going to be Wes Hicks. In 9th place is going to be Chad Meeks Martin, which is the nephew of Randy Meeks from Scream 1 and 2. I didn't too much care for the twins in this one. I liked them a lot more in 6. But I didn't even realize until later that he was played by the son of Cuba Gooding Jr. But which is I'm not much a fan of either one of them, him or his dad. So yeah, I was honestly kind of hoping that he was going to be killed off in this one. But I'm also really glad that he wasn't and that he's going to be in Scream 7 because he really redeemed himself in 6. And so really, he probably deserves a higher spot on the list, but I'm not counting the way that he's been in the rest of the series. So number 9 is going to be Chad Meeks Martin. In 8th place is going to be Mindy Meeks Martin, which is Chad's twin sister. Again, didn't too much care for the twins. I did really like her acting in this movie. But there were just too many characters in this movie that were so much better than her. And so, yeah, that's why she ended up here. And she wasn't higher up on the list. But I did enjoy the character. I did enjoy what they did. This is definitely a rewatchable movie for part 5. Her character is definitely enjoyable enough. Like, she's not, like, super enjoyable, but she is enjoyable enough to where you're not, like hating her every second. But she had just enough of that annoying level to bring her down to number 8. So, in 8th place is going to be Mindy Meeks Martin. 7th place is going to be Richie Kirsch, which is the Ghostface from Scream V. One of the Ghostfaces. I knew that he was Ghostface the second that he saw Tara. Only because the way that he kind of leans down when he's talking to her, "It's so good to meet you, and I'm sorry if I'm intruding." He kind of, I suspected him like that when I went and saw the 5th one in theaters. So, yeah, that one, he's enjoyable. The actor is actually the son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, which is Jack Quaid, I want to say is his last name, or his first name, I mean. But yeah, Dead Meat had a little cameo in this one. I love Dead Meat, so I watch their channel all the time, or at least I did back when they did the kill counts all the time. But I was really glad that they got a cameo in this movie and that he was the one in the scene when it happened. But yeah, 7th place is going to be Richie Kirsch. In 6th place is going to be Liv McKenzie, which is Chad's girlfriend, who is the one killed to reveal the ghost face. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this character. I thought she was very creepy. I thought she was very edgy. Like, she's one of the most on-edge people in the franchise other than Sydney. And I like when characters are smart, which she is not, but, you know, she at least has more common sense than most of the other ones. Like, she tries to get an Uber home from the party, which I think was a really good idea, even though the Uber did cancel on her. And so, yeah, Liv is an enjoyable enough character. I liked what they did with it. They could have, I think that she would have made a really good Ghostface. But yeah, 6th place is going to be Liv McKenzie. Thanks. In 5th place is going to be Sydney Prescott. As usual, she is not my favorite final girl of the franchise. Or, I mean, of all time. She's not necessarily the best one to me, at least. I enjoyed her enough. And I enjoyed her a lot more in this one than I did in part 4. Which isn't saying much because if you watched my videos before, like 4 years ago when I did my ranking of all the characters in Scream 4, or I think that one was 2 years ago, you would know that I did not care for Sydney in Scream 4. I have since come around to that where she would be higher up on my list, but I'm not going to go back and re-record all those videos. I'm just not going to put myself through that. But yeah, I love Sydney. She's just not my favorite final girl, and she's not my favorite character in this movie. So moving on, 5th place is going to be Sydney Prescott. In 4th place, we're going to have Amber Freeman, which is the second, or no, she's the first Ghostface. She's the one that shoots and kills Liv. And I really enjoyed this killer reveal. I thought this was one of the best killer reveals in the franchise so far. I love that they went back to Stu's old house in this movie. which, if you didn't know that, you've had 4 years. I mean, at this point, like, a spoiler's not even a suggestion now. You know what I mean? Like, you've had 4 years to see these movies. So yeah, Amber is definitely very enjoyable. She's the better of the two ghost faces. She's the more unhinged of the two. And I loved her reveal. I'm not the killer. I know. Boom. I loved that. And I love that actress, Mikey Madison or Mickey Madison, however you say it. But yeah, fourth place is going to be Amber Freeman. In third place is going to be Dewey Riley. I absolutely love this character. I missed him so much in Scream 6 because he dies in this one. That's what brought him down a little bit more. He probably would have been like at least number 2 or number 1. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed his character in all of these movies. I love him. He is my favorite of all the returning characters. But where it is he's supposed to be back in this new one, I don't know how. I don't know like what they're gonna do. Probably a cameo or something. I really hope that they bring him back. Because I love Dewey. Like, Dewey was my childhood. I saw the first Scream when I was a year old, and I have loved it ever since, and I have loved Dewey ever since. So yeah, third place is going to be Dewey Riley. And second place is going to be Samantha Carpenter. I came around to her more in the second one, in the sixth one, than I did in this one. Because I think the actress, she got a lot of hate for the fifth one. So what I think happened was that when they went to do the sixth one, she decided to step it up a notch and like kind of improve her acting a little bit more, and she definitely did. I love that she is the daughter of Billy Loomis. I thought that was a very good like twist, even if it was toward the end and we were kind of beat over the head with it. It was just it was a really good twist right at first. When they first had her look up from the mirror and he's standing there, that was a really good twist. I liked that she is very protective of her sister, very loving of her sister. And that she's not going to let anything happen to Tara while she's around. I love it. She definitely had her flaws in this movie, but they weren't as bad as other characters I have seen in this franchise. So, second place is going to be Samantha Carpenter. In first place is going to be Tara Carpenter. I love Tara Carpenter. I love Jenna Ortega. She can do no wrong. I absolutely love Tara Carpenter. She's smart, she's resourceful. She beats Amber with a crutch like that. And I love Jen Ortega. Like, that is one of my favorite Disney actresses that went into adult acting. I thought that in this movie, she was very, very good. I liked her more in this one than I did in 6. So I feel like really she was given more to work with in this movie than she was in the last one. In the 6th one. And I think that she is the best Scream protagonist so far, other than Dewey. So yeah, first place is going to be Tara Carpenter. And there you have it. Scream 5 came out in 2022, had 13 characters, and that was my ranking of it. Be sure to tune in next time for my Scream 6 ranking. Until then, I'll see y'all later.